Oh, well, good morning. Welcome to Tale 3 Cabins. It's mid-July, kind of in the hot and sticky season right now. Had a little bit of rain last couple days, which is good, making everything shoot up here in the garden. Speaking of shooting things up, I did a little project for a friend of mine about 15 minutes away from here, and it was kind of interesting. He wanted a shooting range put in the back of his property. So we took JD, went on the road. Come on, check it out.
Just line them up going this way, then we won't have a whole lot of dirt to move, you know?
So I'm at my friend and coworker's house, and in the back part of his property, he's got a little mound of dirt back there you can see, and he wants to put a shooting range in. He's got a bunch of railroad ties, he's got some recycled old telephone poles, about 8-9 feet long, and the goal is to put those up on end, put the railroad ties behind it, and then pack it with dirt both in the front and the back. When he first mentioned doing this, I thought it was a unique project and I was kind of interested in doing it, and I thought it might be interesting for you guys to take a look at it. First thing we're doing here is we want to kind of make this angle a little sharper between the ground and the hillside, almost like a 90 degree. The dirt's pretty packed, it's been there for quite a while, and a lot of weeds have grown into it, so I got the tooth bar here to kind of loosen things up initially, and then I think we're going to take it off and just sharpen things with the straight edge of the bucket. Also, I was thinking piling the dirt here on top of the hill will be easier to move some loose dirt in the back once we have these phone poles up. I got the tooth bar off, and now we're going to just try to sharpen things up a little bit, make it a little bit better of an angle. Next up is to start digging a trench for these telephone poles that I've set into. And it's kind of hard to get real close to the side of this little mound or hillside. It's going to be a little challenge to try to make a straight trench off of an angle like that. It's a warm day, but there's a nice breeze blowing, so it doesn't make it too bad being out here, especially with the sun kind of beating on us. Getting some supplies delivered here, some 2x4s, and these, at least it was my idea to try to fasten at least 3 of the phone poles together. I didn't say it was a good idea.
Grease those with light. Yeah, I'm talking about the real heavy one. No, I know.
Just need to clean out a little bit on this side again, and we should be ready to go to start moving these poles around. These things weigh probably 250, 300 pounds, somewhere in there, and I just was trying to use the tractor to the best of our advantage. You might be thinking right now, what the heck? But give me a couple seconds. So back to my idea. The idea I thought was to tack these together with some 2x4s and lift them in unison up into the trench that we dug, and then we could pack it with some dirt, and that'll make it easier to put the single poles next to it and work our way out.
Might all disintegrate too. So.
Yeah, true. So heavy for a couple of nails.
That's yours, I think, right? Is yours on the railroad ties, Dad, or no?
Right here I can feel all these poles wanting to pull the tractor to the left, and almost feel like it might tip a little bit. And the more I try to put it into place, the more the poles are leaning towards the left. These poles are the thickest out of the bunch, and Nick would definitely like to have them in the center of the mound here. With the trench dug out and the mound of dirt there, it's just too hard for the tractor to get in there and move it sideways, so we're going to try with the ATV, see if we just kick out the bottom of these.
Hey, Dad, get my blue edging shovel over there and try to knock that dirt down right there a little bit. I think that's mostly what it's caught on.
good.
So we got a little issue here. The poles are wedged in the dirt and they have about another foot to go before they bottom out into the trench. But they're being held up by its edge on the dirt of the hillside. So I can tell you at this moment, I started thinking that it might have been better just to try to put these poles in one at a time. So after some discussion, we decided to bring the ATV back into here, put the strap down around the bottom, see if we could maybe just jolt it into the trench.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cut it right about there and pick up right where we left off next week. We're in about 20 minutes in the video, so come check it out next week. We're gonna finish up on that shooting range, and hopefully it works out. Take care. Subscribe if you like these videos. Subscribe if you don't like them, and keep an eye on us.